You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. Gentlemen, Waifu video. So if this is not your cup of tea, please go ahead and click the X button and go elsewhere. With that being said, before I get into the meat of this video, Phil Bass of the Dollhouse UK recently appeared on a Paul Elam podcast, and that podcast was called The Dolls That Love You Long Time. But Phil Bass himself said something that was absolutely profound. And when you really think about it, it is so true. But Phil, you can correct me if I misquote you. But basically, he said, it's a sad state of affairs that essentially, love dolls have become an option, because in a perfect world, his business would not exist. Just think about that. Just how bad the relationship between men and women have gotten with all these movements, body positivity, Me Too, yes means yes, all of these things that have driven so much of a wedge between the average man and the average woman. Yeah. A lot of men are being red-pilled, and they're saying nope, but they still have that biological drive. Still have it. But for those men who want this option, that's where the waifu comes in. Now, I was left a comment a few days ago over on BitChute, and he's a regular subscriber. He comments regularly, but he couldn't contain his excitement for the waifu that he ordered. Another man has just said, you know what? I'm just going to get myself a waifu and I'm going to take a knee. I'm essentially tapping out. And ladies, you may not want to admit this, but I'm going to briefly talk about the other extreme, which is going complete monk, and what the waifu owner and the monk have in common. Both of these paths completely cut you out insofar as intimacy, because we know that you ladies, you use intimacy as a means to try to manipulate us. No. The waifu owner and the monk have completely cut that out of the equation. And when these two groups of men finally just walk away and take a knee, we take way more with us. Yeah. ATM. Attention, time, money. You're not getting the money. Time, oh no, you're not getting that. And you're getting very, very, very minuscule attention. Oh yeah, we take our currencies away. And insofar as that thing that you really want, commitment, oh yeah, that's gone. Yeah, that gate's locked up and welded shut. So yeah. But yeah, this guy cannot contain his excitement. Just reading his comment, yeah, he is extremely happy. And I mean, seriously, isn't that something that we all want? We all want to be happy. Now, another, small secret that I guarantee you, if you talk to a doll owner who's willing to talk to you, he will tell you, yes, he would rather be with a good woman. However, when you see what's out there just on visuals alone, since we men are visual creatures, just on visuals, I'm going to put this question out there, and I want you guys to answer it in the comments section. Just based on physical looks alone, what does the average man have to look forward to? See, women always talk about, oh, I'm settling. You should be lucky to have me. No, ladies, no. The sheer fact that men are willing to work with unworthy, and just flat out say it, undesirable women, the fact that men are willing to try to find something and compartmentalize, yeah, who's really doing the settling? Let you guys answer that one. But yet and still, back to the main question. What does the average man who keeps himself together, works a good job or regular job, does everything good in life, what kind of options would he have just on looks alone from the average woman? Yeah, right. Mm-mm. But like I said, you guys put your answers in the comment section below. Now, whenever you mention the word doll owner, love doll, sex doll, waifu, however you want to describe the synthetic companion, aka the syncom, what is the immediate thought, or should I say, the immediate stereotype that's placed on the doll owner? Oh, he's just a fat loser who couldn't get a woman, so, he had to go ahead and buy himself a doll because he couldn't be alpha and maintain frame, or he didn't want to improve himself, blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, this is coming from other men. Yeah. However, enter Yuri, Kazakhstan-based actor and bodybuilder. Yes, I actually talked about him when his story first broke back in 2019. Now you look at this guy, he single-handedly broke the stereotype. He's an actor, he's a bodybuilder, the guy's in phenomenal shape. So, hey, it is what it is. And he actually has a social media account for his waifu. And you look at some of the women that's around him, he knows he could have his pick of the litter. Yes, he would be the statistical outlier. But, as I stated before, him going public, him putting his face out with his profession, he already knows he could have basically any woman that he wanted. But he decided to go with the waifu. Wow. Talk about a massive shot to the ego of all those women around him. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of men who decided to go down the waifu route, I actually did a video about a guy, a married guy, who, once his wife cut off sex, he got himself a waifu. And what happened? She went right over to Reddit and tried to play the victim. But then he came right behind her and put out the truth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Once that came out, a lot more people sided with him. So, gentlemen, honestly, with everything that's going on today, with how women are just being blatant with disrespect, promiscuity, we all know the STI rate has absolutely skyrocketed, but you'll never know that because the lamestream media is not going to put these numbers out. So, of course, you have to search it for yourself. And just the overall entitlement. Do you really want to deal with that? I mean, seriously, you only got one life, so you may as well make it as happy and as peaceful as possible. And unfortunately, you're just not going to get that with the modern woman. Nope. Nope. You want ultimate submission? Get a doll. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But honestly, submission from the modern woman is impossible. Yeah, I talked about Jeannie Mai, but I also made sure to mention until the laws change, submission from a woman, it's not to be trusted. Because she can submit. She can say, oh, I'm going to be submissive, but she still has that gun in the glass case called the court of public opinion and the family court. So, yeah, you want to avoid all that as much as possible. Now, speaking of the physical looks of the modern woman, she's telling you, gentlemen, this is what you deserve. If you're with a woman and she starts gaining weight, she's telling you, this is what you deserve and this is what you're going to get. No. No. Gentlemen, you have to develop the strength of character to say, look, you're putting on weight. I'm not going to accept this. We can work with this, but if this is what you want to do, then I have to let you go. Because if I'm going to live a healthy lifestyle, then the woman who I'm with is going to have to live a healthy lifestyle too. No more settling, gents, and no more sleeping with women like this. See, that's the big secret that a lot of women won't tell you. The reason why the way that they look is because they still know some man will be desperate enough to sleep with them. No. No. So to you younger generation of men out there, if you don't like what's on the menu, you can always leave the restaurant. Just leave. And that's why I put out a video called Waifus Can Be Either a Temporary Option or a Final Solution. And besides, for all of you guys, or detractors, excuse me, who come to my waifu related videos and say, oh, you just can't get a woman. Excuse me, I'm still legally married. So if I do have a woman in my life, it's just a simple fact that I'm no longer willing to go through the crap that I would have to go through to maintain this marriage. No. So yeah, that kind of kills that one too. But yeah, gentlemen, all in all, to recap what Phil said, it is a sad state of affairs. The social contract between men and women has been absolutely obliterated. Social media has been a great tool because so many men are seeing women at their absolute worst. And yet they still want to turn around and tell men, you must accept this, or we're going to shame you. Yeah. But gentlemen, look out. You don't see what you want? Hey, a waifu will make a great stopgap. It truly will. If you're on your grind, you're doing good for yourself, you're striking out with women, or you just say, you know what? I'm just going to take a knee. That's where the waifu fits in. Do your business, clean it up, put it back in storage, keep moving forward. Oh, and the last thing. It's not like waifu owners are just going to come out just like MGTOW and just be brazen about it. No. If you're a MGTOW, you move that way in silence. Essentially, you're a gray man. Nobody knows you're MGTOW unless you want them to know you're MGTOW. There's only 2 guys outside of my immediate family that know I have a waifu. And both of those guys, when they saw it, their first reaction was, wow, I thought she was a real woman. Like, no. No. And they noticed how happy I was talking about my waifu. So yeah, no one is going to know about it unless you want them to know. And I think that's one of the biggest hurdles that keeps a lot of men from exploring this option. But as I always say, even with the red pill, it's not for every man. So you make that final decision whether or not you're going to purchase one. Just like the commenter over on BitChute. And of course, he thanked me because that was an option that he found for himself. It is what it is. In closing, let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is still up against the ropes. And now, as we start to enter essentially the flu season and a possible second round of the old Rona, yeah, I have a safe hunch to say that more men are just going to find themselves gravitating more towards a waifu to just go ahead and sit it out and call it even. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am